In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission.
Mikey, what are you doing?
I'm doing the thing for the podcast.
It's not that hard, bud.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends podcast.
Did you sprinkle cocaine on this fucking thing?
I did. I'm trying to get the rest out from the inside.
I was like,
This smells just like cocaine.
it's not a spoon, bro.
I know. There's a mesh screen. It's so hard for extracurricular activities.
Yeah. I don't think that's how that works, dude. Jesus. I'm not an expert, but
I like to use my cocaine like LeBron uses chalk.
all right. Well, the only one of us that isn't Tony Montana. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Freedom Friends podcast. Justin, roll that shit. Guys, it wouldn't be the Freedom Friends if we didn't talk about our number one sponsor, Warfighter Tobacco. Obviously, you guys have seen us all smoke them. We're here to talk about a quality product that everybody can enjoy. The great equalizer, as we've called it, the Warfighter Tobacco Stick. And it's not just cigars. They've got humidors, travel humidors, cutters, lighters, everything you need to get started on that journey. Check out warfightertobacco.com and use that code FTFO. Score yourself that sweet, sweet 15%. If you want to know my personal favorite, I'm a 762 Field guy. I like that Sumatra, real nice and even keeled cigar. Great for us beginner smokers, right? And I'm told that these taste even better when you're listening to the Freedom Friends podcast. Now, back to the show. This episode is brought to you by Grill Your Ass Off. It's no secret. We're all middle-aged dudes who love barbecue. Grill Your Ass Off is our main go-to for our spices. That's what we use, man. Whether you're doing burgers on the grill, steaks, or my personal favorite, a little bit of pork belly burn ends, right? They've got you covered on all of that. They also have salsas. They also have seasonings and spices. They got beer salts. They've got everything, man. Check them out. GrillYourAssOff.com/Freedom Friends Podcast, or use the code Freedom Friends Podcast at checkout.
Okay. And we're back.
So you were talking about optics.
Yeah. So I got the call of it. And so we went down there. He got the same optic, but enclosed.
His dad.
My dad.
His dad got the same.
So we got the HoloSun released that. It's essentially the 510, but it's an enclosed emitter instead of the projection emitter.
Yeah.
Which is way brighter.
Is it?
Because, well, it's enclosed, so you don't have the light bleed.
Yeah.
So what's the enclosed?
The 510 adjusts, doesn't it?
No. The 510 is just a red dot. It looks just like the 507 that we have on top of our pistols. It's just bigger. It looks fucking identical.
Yeah,
it's just rifle sized.
That's the same one that I have on my 4570.
Yeah, that's a 510C.
Yeah, I thought.
So the 507C is just the tiny version of that. HoloSun also makes a Prism one that's a 3X.
Yeah.
But it's not adjustable. It's just a 3X.
Yeah.
It's just a 3X all the time.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
But they have a enclosed one.
They're proud of that one.
They have an enclosed one that the solar panel's on the top, and it's just an enclosed emitter.
Yeah.
But it's like $100 more.
That's what he got.
So he got that one. But he got that new pistol. So then he tells me he needs an optic for his pistol.
Okay.
I was like, okay. Well, I know the place in town that sells them the cheapest. Like for the only optic. If you're not looking to spend big money just for the reasons of spending big money, I know the cheapest place in town to go get the HoloSun ones. So we went over there and got it. So we buy it. He like dry fits it to the pistol because they let him bring it in. He dry fits it to the pistol. And I was like, cool. Just make sure you torque it down. You're good to go. So he hands me the entire box, all the magazines, the pistol and everything, and the optic. And was like, could you torque that down for me? I was like, it's 15 inch-pounds. Use the little tool that's in there and go.
Dude, he is an officer to his fucking bone.
Right?
Just to his
And that's all I could think because
bro.
I was like, holy
like,
shit.
You just delegated this to your son, you fucking asshole.
Or like it comes with the mounting tool and they don't even give you, the mounting tool isn't like a full Allen key. It's like the thing that has the little wings on it so that you can't over torque it.
Yep.
Because about as much as you could twist it with your fingers is about 15 inch-pounds.
Yeah.
Like I was like, you're good, man. Like but anyway, it's a cool pistol.
I have to send my Romeo back to Sig. That one that we had the issue with.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that thing's fucked.
Oh, speaking of, you know how we were joking about, I said I need to get a lower for that upper that I got?
Yeah.
And you were like, the fucking gun gods will come along and solve your problem.
Hey.
So I haven't found a lower, but another guy came in and was like, hey, into my bar, knows me. He's a shooter. Like I trust him. I known him for a while. He goes, "Hey, you shoot a lot, right?" I was like, "I don't know if I shoot a lot, but I've got a lot of things that shoot."
Yeah.
And he was like, "I have a new inbox Romeo and Juliet setup that I don't want. $100 and it's yours." I was like, "Yeah, done. Bring it to me."
Yeah. Okay.
Don't know what the fuck I'm going to put that on, but
You'll figure it out.
I think I'm going to change John's name to Winner
Winner.
because he's coming soon.
I already came and went.
Yeah.
Bro, we're in spring now.
Fucking
Dude,
facts.
isn't it weird? Like yesterday we had second winter. Like yesterday it was 34 degrees yesterday morning. 34 fucking degrees.
Yeah, but it was 80 by the afternoon.
But
I
then
left
today
all my
it'll be
windows open
80.
the night before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I woke up and I'm like, what the? It was
Dude.
60 degrees when I went to sleep.
Dude, it's that time of year where we have the most bipolar fucking weather imaginable here in fucking central Texas. And it's like
3
what
days
the
ago, I
fuck?
wouldn't go anywhere because it was like 42 degrees.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. And today I'm wearing shorts and a tee.
Today it's 80.
Yeah.
See, I'm holding on to winter as long as I can. I'm not busting my shorts out yet.
Oh, dude, if I get a chance, cargo's come on, baby. Like,
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck what month it is. If it's cargo season, it's cargo season.
cargo season. That's 12 months out of the year.
Goddamn right. Goddamn right.
Speaking of cargo season, I was at the rodeo over the weekend.
I went there on Friday.
Yeah,
I was there Friday night.
I went Saturday evening and Sunday during the day.
Nice.
Sunday during the day was Extreme Bulls. But as they were, moving animals around in between, events, the rodeo clown did one of the most amazing things I've ever seen at a rodeo. He's doing his crowd work and talking to everybody and getting the crowd involved and yelling and just making noise and all that fun stuff.
Those guys are next level psychotic.
And so he's like, I have $100. If what I describe on this next person stands up and they're wearing what I describe, there's $100 for you. And I was like, oh, this is going to be good. Right. So he wanted a polo shirt.
I'm out.
Cargo shorts.
Fuck. I'd have been in.
New Balance.
Ooh. Nope.
Right. I was like, there's got to be somebody here.
Guaranteed.
Nope. Not
Really?
one. Because it's rodeo. So everyone's got jeans and boots.
Everything's in jeans and
So even if you had you could have been polo, cargo shorts, cowboy boots, and he'd had to break out a couple $100. Like, but the New Balance is what broke it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, guaranteed.
I know motherfuckers that own boots just for the rodeo. Other than the 10 days that rodeo is going on, those boots never come out of the closet.
I recently bought a second pair of cowboy boots.
Oh, look at you.
I did. Another set of Ariats. At the suggestion of John here.
Well, yeah, because Mikey said he needed steel toe.
I need steel toes. I need work boots.
Yeah.
And he was like, these are the best ones I've ever had.
Yep.
I was like, really? And I was like, yep. And I went and I fucking tried them on and
Yep.
everybody's wearing them.
With the rubber soles.
And
They're-
weirdly enough, guess what?
Covered in animal blood.
I bought the literal fucking exact ones. I thought they were different than the ones you had.
Yeah.
And as I'm looking at yours, I'm like, fuck. They're the exact same fucking ones. I'm like, God damn it.
I love my Ariat boots. Actually, I want to go get my exact same ones, but with the full rubber sole on them.
Yeah.
Because the ones I have are the all leather.
Yeah. The dancing shoes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Slippy.
but yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's
they're a little
what I had,
slick.
because I don't have the slick ones. I have the rubber soles on
yeah.
my
I want
ones too.
the full rubber sole.
Yeah. Well, I'm not much of a dancer, so square toe,
I don't
rubber
dance.
sole, I'm good.
I don't dance either. Mine are square toe. They're just leather bottomed.
Yeah.
Because they make there's leather bottom and then there's a leather bottom with a rubber insert.
Yeah.
It's like just the center's rubber,
Yeah.
and then there's the all rubber ones.
Yeah.
So I'm going to turn this up to 11.
Oh shit!
Here we go.
Did I tell you guys about when I was out in Arizona and I was hanging out at Puro Cigar Lounge one evening with Brandon, our broker that's out there, and
The old cigar mechanic.
yeah, and we had an amazing conversation with a gentleman at the bar.
I think you mentioned this to me. I don't know if we talked about it on the show.
So the conversation, I mean, I'll lead into the end of it, but the conversation was starting out with somehow we got on the topic of alligators. And so it was me and Brandon. And then I don't remember the guy's name, but it was a black dude sitting in the corner of the bar. And it was some of the most amazing conversations I've ever had. One, because we're in a cigar lounge and that cigar kind of breaks that barrier.
Sure.
But two, they serve booze there. So we all had a couple drinks. And
That's
obviously conversations get better with drinks. And so this guy's just like, he's like, man, he's like, like there's 100 people every year that get killed by alligators in Florida. And I look at him, I'm like, no, man.
No.
That's not how any of this works. He's like, yeah. I used to live in the South. Well, where? Houston. I'm like, okay. I'm like, but listen, no, alligators don't attack people. That's not in their nature. That's not what they do. They're defending territory or
we don't
their
look like
den.
food to them.
But they're apex predator. They get it. You're not food. I'm out. You know what I mean? That's typically. And he's like, no way, 100 people a year just in Florida alone.
It's the same as fucking sharks.
Okay, first off.
So we start looking it up. I'm like, okay, look, I need to show you stats, right? So I asked my friend Google how many people a year get killed by alligators, period, not just in Florida.
I didn't know you knew Google too.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
Google said that 5 people yearly get killed by alligators. And I'm like, so then my Rolodex starts spinning. More people get killed by sharks every year than alligators.
Huh?
Oh, no fucking way. So we pull that up. Oh, look, it was 7 or 9, one of the two. And then I was like, actually, more people get killed by coconuts falling than every year. 150 people a year around the world get killed by coconuts.
But guys, can you just promise me if something like that happens to me,
just lie.
like I get taken out by like a fucking coconut?
I'm gonna lie.
Don't tell that story.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna lie. I got you, dude.
I need you to lie for the rest of your life. I need you to.
Yep.
So then I needed to know where this guy's
how
morally
right.
I needed to know how morally flexible this guy was. Right.
Oh.
So as we worked up to the weird things and we got to cows, how many, you have a better chance of getting killed by a cow than by a shark or an alligator and blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, I'm going to throw out something random and I'm going to see his reaction. And this is going to base the rest of the conversation we have this evening. And I'm like, did you know that more people get raped by dolphins every year than killed by alligators? And he's like, no. He's like, dolphins don't rape people. I'm like, oh, they do.
Yeah, they do.
They do rape.
So we looked that up.
That's aggressive.
So we looked that up. And I want to say it was like 10 or 12 reported ones.
Didn't you say their dicks are like the size of your forearm?
Well, so then we looked this up and he's just like kind of just dumbfounded by like this whole conversation we're having. And he just looks me straight in the eyes and he goes, you ever seen a dolphin's dick? And I didn't break eye contact. I was like, well, not in person. And he's like, how big is it? And I'm like, I am not looking that up. I'm like, that's on you.
Yeah, you can put that in your algorithm.
He pulls up his friend Google and he finds out that a dolphin's dick is about the size of your arm. It's like, if my dick was that big too, like I might be a little rapey, especially if I didn't have hands and I couldn't communicate. Like, and so the conversation just
running around clicking at people.
So the conversation's just totally going downhill at this point. And then we get on the subject that I wanted to get to. And Jazz, you had to be there to have this conversation.
Oh, God.
Okay. So now, like I said, it was myself and Brandon and this random dude that just happened to be in the bar that night. And,
Brandon's also a fucking good dude.
Yeah. And he has the similar mindset.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, it was this black dude that was awesome. Though some of the most amazing conversations I've had in a cigar bar, like outside of the crazy fucking stories that I've heard, just being able to have a conversation and carry it, talk about anything under the sun, it was amazing. We wound up with this. The movie White Chicks.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. We did talk about this.
The movie White Chicks was the Wayans brothers.
Mm-hmm. In whiteface.
In whiteface. They're black dudes.
In cross-dressing whiteface.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So
it's like a double negative, so it cancels it out.
What if
it's math?
What if they did Black Chicks, which was 2 white dudes cross-dressing in blackface?
We couldn't do it because they're already freaking out about Tropic Thunder, which is like 15 years old now, 20 years old now, because Robert Downey Jr. So Robert Downey Jr. is playing an actor that takes method acting too far and does a black guy.
For this pitch, is that Robert Downey Jr. has a cameo as his character in fucking
Tropic Thunder in this. So the follow-ons that we had with this were
the ones
where we'll get to the who would be able to play their roles, but the one I want to lead up to first is what would their jobs be? Because they have to have jobs.
I said TSA. They work at the TSA.
I said 911 operator.
Okay, so we're 1 degree of separation from Tyler Perry at this point.
Yes. Oh my god. I'm wearing a dress.
Right? Like, because Tyler Perry does the Medea thing.
Which isn't funny.
No.
I will die
really
on that
not.
fucking
Yeah.
hill.
It's not
It's
funny.
one of the.
No.
He's not funny whatsoever.
Yeah.
Never has.
It's
been.
not funny.
He's
None of his stuff is funny.
nothing is funny that he does.
Uh,
I don't get any of it.
But what you'd need,
And again, also not made for me,
So I have
which is fair.
I have 4 different people that I can think I play the roles. But so what do you think their jobs would be?
the two. So the reason that the white guys are dressing as black women
Affirmative action.
are dressing as black women, like that's what job are they like trying to?
No, like what would their like Monday through Friday 9 to 5 job be?
Right.
Because
But-
like the white
but
chicks, they had jobs.
But the black women,
Yes.
like the final character.
Yeah.
So you're becoming a black woman to do this job.
Or that's once you're in character, that what would your job be?
Gotcha.
I say TSA agent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just as long as they had the extra big fucking orb front butt. You know, like you need that orb front butt.
You're going TSA.
Yeah, I think TSA workers would be right up this alley,
And I went 911 operator.
which is really good pull as well. Yeah.
I don't know what this says about me, but my first response is sex phone operator.
Is phone sex? It's just
Okay.
The phone sex operator, like those 1-900 lines.
But it that's gonna okay. So then the other question was
hold on. If it has to be relevant to modern society, a dispensary.
okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah,
They're bud tenders.
Yeah.
a
Okay.
dispensary
Yeah.
because they're trying to figure out.
That could be funny.
Yeah,
Okay.
a dispensary like a sting,
So
or it's 2 white dudes that want to open a dispensary in the hood.
that's more like it.
That's hilarious. That's a movie.
Well, it's just barbershop with more smoke,
Right.
Like it's
So now, who do you think could play those? Who do you think would be able to play those roles?
John
Not whether or
Cena.
not they would agree to do it or not. Who do
John
you think has
Cena.
the acting
John
ability
Cena.
to do it?
John Cena.
John Cena.
So I had Sacha Baron Cohen and Jim Carrey.
John Cena for both.
Oh, kind of like an Eddie Murphy fucking I play every character thing. Eddie
yeah.
Murphy's been whiteface in movies.
I
too.
know,
Like John-
it's been done a bunch.
Like when John Hardy did the Cray twins, same thing, but it's just
Tom
John
Hardy.
Cena for.
Yeah.
And then I also had Robert Downey
I like that
Jr.
movie too.
because
It's a good movie.
That's fucking good.
I feel like Robert Downey Jr. tricked black people into thinking he was black.
That's why I'm saying he needs a cameo.
Like he played that role
in the
so
movie.
well that I think like
Well, yeah. How do you think he got permission to wear those sunglasses? He had?
Oh no, hell no.
No white guy gets to wear those glasses without the black community
Right.
signing off.
And then I
Like,
think the other person,
He's invited to the cookout.
yeah,
the other
know,
person
like-
that might be able to do it is Will Ferrell.
no,
I think Danny McBride could pull it off.
no, he's in prison.
So he could pull.
Actually, did you hear about what's going on with him?
No.
Old fucking. I'm thinking of the right guy, right? The guy from that '70s show.
Oh no. I'm thinking.
You're talking about the guy from Eastbound and Down.
Yeah. Kenny Powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the guy? Who's Hyde from that '70s show?
Oh, that dude's definitely in.
In prison for like 30 years.
Yeah. He's a rapist.
Did you hear what's going on?
Rape.
No. So BBC, which is Brothers by Choice, and like 3 other gangs put a hit out on him
Ooh.
in prison. So he had to. He wasn't leaving his cell. Would not go get food. Like he would just stay in his cell with the door shut. He wouldn't leave. And then so they finally sent 4 guys in to escort him to get food, and they wanted him so bad they jumped him while being escorted by guards.
Yeah, dude, you can't be a rapist.
Yeah.
He's
What's
like-
that dude's name?
Danny Masters.
That's what.
Yeah. Because he's not just is he a pederast rapist
And I think he's just a rapist.
or a regular rapist?
You know what's gross is all the comments on that article was like, there was no evidence. And it was like, so let me get this straight. You're You're no evidence pro prison violence. What the fuck is going on here?
I think there is evidence.
There is.
I think he got convicted because there's evidence.
Yeah.
Like physical evidence. Like, yeah.
You can kind of look at him and tell it.
He's got a rapey vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Not to say he wasn't a good actor.
Anyway,
Just,
I'm going to put John Cena up.
John Cena.
I think John Cena could do it. And probably people will get, on that same note, I think Dave Bautista could do it and probably get away with it too.
Ooh.
Okay. So now a couple of the other follow-ons that we have.
Plus, Bautista's kind of, like, what color is Bautista anyway?
He's ethnic.
Who do you think?
Of some sort.
Who do you,
Nondescript.
who do you think could play their boyfriends?
So I had a pitch for this too. I think the Wayans brothers should be their
Well,
boyfriend.
no. I have a feeling.
Actually, now that you bring that up, I would like John Cena and Dave Bautista to play the boyfriends.
So I had The Rock and Neil Patrick Harris. Because you can't cancel a gay white dude.
You just completed my cast. So my
You
the
mentioned
chicks.
NPH, he's in.
the chicks are The Rock and Neil Patrick Harris. And their boyfriends are Batista and John Cena.
Now there's a fight scene in this movie towards the end of it.
Because John Cena likes to get thrown around a little bit. So he's dating The Rock.
He's got a biggie.
So there's a fight scene towards the end of the movie, right? And the fight scene happens in a nightclub. And it's the black chicks against the white chicks. The Wayans brothers come in, hanging out in the club,
Like dressed as
white chicks.
Oh, that'd be
and they
funny.
see these two girls shaking their ass on the dance floor, and they see their boyfriends, and they're like, "Ooh!" And then it all starts, and then it's just a full-on brawl in the middle of a club.
And that's when RDJ walks by in character and is just like, for 400 years.
I think Neil Patrick Harris could
Drinking a
take,
booty juice.
I think Neil Patrick Harris could take the Wayans brothers.
That's what I mean. Like, this movie would be gold if they did it right.
This movie would be gold if it was made 20 years ago.
No, they're going to do it right now.
No, you just have to do it after the Society of Magical Negroes.
Yeah. Which should be coming out pretty soon.
April.
Yeah. Pretty
Think
soon.
I'm not tracking that? It's Dune, and then it's the Society of Magical Negroes.
It's exciting. It's an exciting time. So, what I wanted to talk with you about that I didn't talk about last week is Jazz called me on Super Bowl Sunday,
I did.
immediately following
The halftime.
the halftime show.
Oh,
And he had one sentence. And all he said is, "The world is healing. Crunk is back, baby." And I was like, "You goddamn right." Because a little known fact about Jazz and I is we are actually big fans of Crunk.
did you see that Usher had a bodysuit on when he came out with his shirt off? When he turned around, his bodysuit was splitting in his back.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hilarious.
I was trying to figure out why he was walking around with a blankie when they were showing him before the game, and he was walking around with this blankie on. It's like, bro, you're in Vegas. You're not cold.
Yeah. I did like Alicia Keys' voice crack.
Yeah.
Some people
yeah.
want it all. And it was like, God damn. But if you go to the YouTube channel on the
Yeah, they fixed it.
on the NFL Network, they fixed it.
it.
They fucking dubbed that shit and fixed it. And I was the first one to comment. I was like, we all heard that fucking voice crack.
When Usher left to go put his skates on, and that chick came out of the band and just started fucking shredding, and I was like, who the fuck is this? Because she threw down.
Yeah.
Apparently she's actually like a recording artist, and
Yeah.
I thought it was like just a band member.
Yeah.
No, but she's actually a thing, and I thought it was like Prince used to do that shit
She
on
rocked
stage
it, too.
because Prince, every single one of the musicians in Prince's band were like the best in the world. They were as good as it got,
Yeah.
and so he used to do that shit where like he would go costume change and they would like
The
do solos,
revolution.
and that's what I thought it was. And apparently she's like a recording artist,
Yeah.
and I have no idea who she was, but
What do you think the requirements are in order to get invited to play the halftime show?
So
I think you have to have not been relevant for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Honestly,
yeah. So this is a sign that we're getting old, kids.
And that's what we talked about on the phone.
We
We were
did.
sitting there talking about it, and
Yeah.
I was like, by the way, we are now at the age where we are actually excited about the artist at the halftime show.
If you know all the words to the songs that they play at the halftime show, you're called middle-aged. That means you're one of the people who are paying the bills now. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yep.
Caitlin and I were watching it And we were the only ones in the house. And my house still exploded the first time we heard, yeah, because that's how we started it. And then the beat dropped. And I was like,
As soon
Jesus.
as soon as it happened, I look at Haley and I was like, I pray to God that Luda comes out with the biggest fuck off afro ever.
And he did.
Sure as fuck did. And I was like, I called it. Get it, boys.
Wearing the pads and everything.
Fucking
And I was
A,
like,
dude.
I could have only been happier if he had walked in a Dickies jumpsuit that was 4 sizes too big.
Yep.
Like that have been like.
As long as he had the afro. Oh, as soon as he
Because
came out
I
with the afro,
quote-
I was like, fuck yeah.
I
Luda.
quote Ludacris from Too Fast, Too Furious all the fucking time. It is like probably my most quoted movie.
Yeah.
Like every time somebody's like, we're going to have a good time, I'm like, it's going to be an all time of the night. And like all the shit he says in that show makes no sense at all. Like, those are all words.
Oh, Luda. Oh, Luda. Big Luda fan, though.
I am a big Luda fan.
Yeah. He's fucking good.
And then when he knew his time was up, he just went and started producing and kept fucking making money and did his thing. That's what I like about him is he actually like fucking. And then you got T-Pain that just became a fucking Twitch streamer.
Yeah.
He ran out of lyrics.
But shout out to T-Pain because he also, turns out, can sing really good metal. Like the son of a bitch.
Holy
Like,
fuck. Yeah. Did you when he did War Pigs?
Fucking
What
A,
the
dude.
fuck?
Yeah. Fucking
I was like,
generals
well, nobody knew he could sing.
Yeah.
Because they auto-tuned all of his shit.
Yep.
Nobody knew he could sing. And then he did The Masked Singer and won.
And-
And they took it off and it was like, it's T-Pain. And I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Yeah. He fucking gets down, man.
And yeah, but dude
That's a
can,
talented motherfucker.
dude can fucking sing. His
Yeah.
Twitch channel is fucking huge.
Yeah.
Like, but he just guested on somebody else's record, and I can't remember who it was. He like did the intro opening to it, and it was like about cars.
Well, he's doing like the grassroots Formula Drift stuff. Like he's getting big into the.
That's what
drift
it was
game.
because it's. I think the song's called like Sideways or some shit. But
Yeah.
he's he like did the opener to it, and they did like a little skit, like the old fucking rap videos where they do that little like 30 or 45 second like skit before the song starts.
Yeah.
Oh, the good old days.
Mm.
Like when the grass took out that motorcycle rider at the beginning of that Puffy song. There's like some grass clippings and it kills a guy. And I mean, there's like 7 pieces of grass on the road, and that fucking sport bike goes over it at like 15 miles an hour. And oh god! I was like, dude, you fell out of bed faster than that. That was
PLF, dude. PLF.
Yeah.
the good old days.
Yeah, man. But I'm glad. I hope Crunk makes a return.
Me too.
I really do. Just because that's when that. But here's the thing, though, is I don't think I want to see Gen Zers
Crunking?
dancing to Crunk because they're going to try to make up fucking TikTok dances.
Well,
to Crunk music.
are you familiar with Electric Callboy?
I don't know.
Okay, so Electric Callboy, Electric Callboy is essentially metal, and Crunk had a baby.
Okay.
And it's incredible. It's the only music I've ever heard that gets me as hype as Crunk music did.
Ooh.
So like Electric Callboys, We Got the Moves. That shit is gonna you're either going to fuck or fight when you're done with that song. Like it's the only two things.
So there was this DJ. I think they went by the name Girl Talk. I could be wrong.
Okay.
And all they did were mashups. So they just took 2 songs, put them over each
For
other.
that 2 years that
Yeah.
we didn't get original music. It was
Pretty
just, I
much.
took
Well,
2
no,
songs
this was I don't know.
we found match beats
like
per minute. They made a whole movie about that. It was
Mid to
called
late
Pitch Perfect.
2000s.
Truth.
But it was phenomenal.
Shout out to my girl Anna Kendrick.
Fucked him up.
That was fucking good. They made a whole movie about it. It's called Pitch Perfect.
It's a good movie, but that's actually what that movie's about. It's
Yep.
not about acapella. It's about her finally being able to do mashups.
Yeah, she just turned mashups into acapella
Yeah, still a mashup.
because she wanted to be a DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta work on my DJ career, Dad.
Fucking excuse me.
I can see your toner from here. That's just my dick.
That's my dick. Yep. Yeah, she's on my list. Anna Kendrick is on my list.
Chose a redhead
was-
from that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw a TikTok video of her doing like a fucking GQ interview or something, and they have her react to the Cup song where she's like on the stage and she's like crisscross applesauce, and like midway through their for her watching it. She just paused it and goes, "I'm sorry, but am I the only one distracted by my cleavage?" I
No,
was like,
no, you're not.
at least she's self-aware, man.
Like, wait, you
Come
were
on,
playing a
man.
song?
I've seen that scene a lot, Anna.
Yeah, yeah.
Letting you know.
You should watch it in slow mo. That's a good time.
Because I am indeed looking for the long way down.
Hey, I fucking deployed when that movie got big. All right, man. I was in Afghanistan in 2015, and that was a fan favorite.
Yep.
I'll date myself. I deployed when Tara Reid was hot.
That is dating yourself. That is 100% dating yourself. Yeah,
That girl fell so hard that now she's just in Sharknado.
yeah.
Like, she fell so hard, I almost had to take the pictures off the walls in some of the rooms that we stayed at in Iraq.
Yeah.
Because it was like, it went that fast. It was
Yeah.
like, God damn, I hang that
Well,
up. And
dude,
it was like, I might need to take that down.
That's
It
because
was like-
she looks like the plastic surgeon addicts from Escape from LA.
Yeah.
She fucking.
Well, she got a botched tit job, and it just fucking hit a wall, bro, and just dropped. And it was like, come on, man. Like you were really hot.
Yeah.
Like, what the
Same
fuck?
with Rose McGowan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, once you start fucking Marilyn Manson, things probably get
Rose
weird.
McGowan was super fucking hot. Well, I think she ate a steering wheel at some point though, and then she like tried to get it fixed and it didn't work. So-
Maybe.
Like,
She looks like she could eat an apple through a chain link fence, anyways. But
No, like I think she actually got like her shit all wrecked, and then
yeah, I think so.
they tried to fix it and it didn't work. But
Yeah.
I still love the fact that the biggest troll in the world is Marilyn Manson, and everybody thinking that he can suck his own dick.
like he got
Dude.
ribs removed
Yep.
Bro,
to do it.
And he
I wanna
never,
know
And he
how-
never said
denied
no.
it.
Yeah.
I want to know how we, as our generation, in elementary school, without the fucking internet, all had that fucking rumor.
Word of mouth,
We
word of
all
mouth
got
advertising.
that rumor, dude.
Word of mouth advertising is the best form of advertising.
Well, the best part was because
Dude.
there was no recording or anything. Like I had friends that went to his concerts and they're like, he did it on stage.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah.
what? No way.
Holy
So,
shit.
like, I remember I went to his concert in Phoenix in I don't know. It was when when he was touring with Ozfest.
You mean when he was still thin?
He was thin. This was when this was the one where the kid hung himself in the bathroom with a note blaming Marilyn Manson.
Yeah,
And
back
they
in
were
that
like-
era.
Yeah.
And in all fairness, like people were doing that shit, blaming him. He was also like standing on stage, ripping pages out of the Bible and throwing them into the audience. And shit.
Yeah.
Like he,
I mean, he
but fuck, he sold records.
dude, he threw he would throw water everywhere. He would fucking he pissed off the stage once. I mean,
He
did
sold
do a bunch of
records,
shit.
though.
I didn't see him suck anybody's dick or his own, but I did hear a rumor that he sucked his drummer's dick on stage once. I don't know if that's true.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Like now that I'm older and I've seen him perform and all that kind of stuff, and it's like some of the other shit that I've heard that he's done, I'm like, yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. Well, I've seen him more than once now. I've never seen him do anything like that. Right. I've seen him I've probably seen Marilyn Manson 4 times now.
Yeah.
You know,
I've never seen him do anything on
festivals and
stage,
shit.
but if
Yeah.
you told me like, oh yeah, he sucked his drummer's dick, I'd be like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably in the tour
probably.
bus or something.
Yeah,
Sure.
right.
Yeah. Like, fucking, it wouldn't surprise
he's a
me.
weird dude.
He's a very weird dude. He's a brilliant motherfucker. When he speaks, he's fucking smart as
Well, and he
shit.
understands business.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
He understands because he took over his career like really early.
Yeah.
Well, because record labels wouldn't touch him, management wouldn't touch him or whatever, so they just became self-managed and did really well.
Justin, I think I saw Dave go in the back. I don't know if anybody's out front, buddy.
Yeah, it'll work out.
We'll leave that. But yeah.
Might be male. Yeah, it's just male.
No, it's male. Got it.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah.
So,
Another fun one was Rob Zombie. It wasn't as, I don't know, crazy as Marilyn Manson.
Dude, Rob Zombie puts on a great show.
Amazing.
but
Fucking
Rob Zombie
great show.
also has been very clear about the fact that he puts on a show.
Yeah, he's
Like it's
playing-
that whole like world is like it's that zombie world, and he's got
Yeah.
like his whole. It's like a circus. Like it's like a look. Everything that happens on stage or in the albums or in his movies or what. It's all part of
Yeah.
that like thing.
Yeah.
But all of those artists, though, the funny thing is like
Every time I see his old lady, Sherry Moon,
yeah,
every time I see her, the first thought that pops in my head is she's got a stinky pussy. I just look at her. She looks like she has a stinky vagina. Like that girl's pH is off, man. Like every time I see her, I'm just like, something about her tells me
you need more cranberry.
that you stink. like you if you walked in the room, we'd get a waft. You know what I mean? Like you probably don't wear a lot of leggings.
Yeah, it always smells used.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Just something about that woman. I just look at her and I'm like, I feel like you have terrible hygiene down south. Your downstairs mouth isn't fucking, up to snuff. Fucking, that's
You look like the kind of woman that has a bottle brush in the shower.
yeah. Just fucking squash wanka. Yeah.
A bottle brush and a turkey baster.
Yeah.
It is just fucking.
Like vinegar isn't just a fucking food additive
Yeah,
in your
like,
house. You know what I mean? Like,
Why do you go through so much Simple Green? I know.
is this Lima Way? What is this?
Shit smells like CLR.
It's just a gallon Simple Green with the top cut off. And the bottle brush is just it's in the corner of the shower. You just put it back.
We've all worked in bars. You know that suction cup brush that goes in the bottom of the 3-part? You just
Do you see the new ones that plug in and they spin and go up and down?
Yeah, who came up with that one? I think we know.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, we had some gifts dropped off, actually.
Yeah, we can talk about this fucking guy.
Let's talk about that. Yeah.
It's not bad work. I'm not going to lie. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's solid.
I don't want to spend too much on this because we fucking talk about Cerakote way too much, but this is actually
Red
good
Status
Cerakote.
Customs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Red Status Customs.
We might have some projects coming up with them soon.
They dropped by.
But if you're in
dropped off
Texas, you need some good Cerakote.
Yeah.
They do a pretty damn good job.
And since
Certified
this is like the
application
7th team time we've talked about fucking Cerakote on the show, that's all you're fucking getting. Like if you don't, I have never done Cerakote in my life, and I know way more about it than I ever wanted to fucking know at this point.
I just know I like it.
I like when it's done. I like when it's done well. The problem is I'm really good friends with somebody that knows everything about it. And so when I wanted to know more, he was more than happy to indulge me, and he told me all about it. And now,
Yeah.
I don't need to hear about it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I wish
This is you just described how I became a scuba diver.
I have never put gear on, and I think I'm certified at this point. Like,
John, man, it's because John.
I know all of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know
and
everything.
Just think, we're spending 2 weeks together this year.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
We'll
This
probably
fall.
knock out 50 dives together
Yeah. Yeah.
in the course of that time.
Yeah. Yeah, they got me. I'm fucking between him and Nick. You guys put me on a goddamn study regimen, man. I have like fucking books
I told you,
to read and
don't wait
shit.
till last minute with those.
No, dude, I've already started.
But those are my some of my most favorite certs to get done, because they're not like I get to go do things. It's now I can make sure that everybody I'm with is going to be safe.
Yeah.
And I also learned, except for him. But I also learned how to be more safe while I'm diving.
Yeah.
Because it goes down, you're doing stress and rescue and first aid CPR.
Yep. Yeah. Which I'm excited to learn. Like it seems like a challenging like I guess
They're fun.
like course. Yeah, it's like challenging coursework, but it looks like it's gonna be fun. So I'm excited to learn.
So Justin was making fun of my lunch today because it was like healthy. And the reason is because we're about to go spend a week in Roatan with Nick, who's, I mean, not the most fit person in the world, but he's not unfit.
I would say he's pretty fucking fit. Yeah.
And
he spends most of his time in the water.
and a prior DevGru operator.
Yeah, it was Joey. He don't give a fuck. Joey don't give a shit.
But no, we're going to be doing a lot of it's going to be a lot.
Yeah, yeah. So John and I are going down there for a week next month.
Yeah, I need to make sure that I'm actually
Or April.
semi in shape for it.
Yeah, April. Well, I'm doing 2 weeks in Palaca this year, or this next month here in a couple weeks. So I'll be doing nothing but drinking water and beer at night.
Yeah,
But I drink a lot of water when I'm down there. I drink more water when I'm down there in Florida than I do.
That's because the air down there takes all the water out of you.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I force myself to
So
hydrate.
fucking
I do like
humid.
that forced
And-
hydration.
you know, when you're at altitude, you don't want to be dehydrated.
Yeah.
No.
Right?
No, Florida's it's so fucking humid that you're just
Yeah.
you lose water so
Dude,
fast.
I'm buying an RV on the 1st. I'm buying an RV.
You know,
Um,
I think it'd be a little cheaper just to get a hotel.
It's not. Looked it up. Weirdly enough, looked it up. Not cheaper. Substantially less expensive to just buy an RV and use it.
Yeah.
Substantially cheaper.
Especially if you're getting like what you're talking about, the super lights and stuff like that. They're not that bad.
No, yeah, and I showed you what I'm looking at. Like, kind of, and like, it's a full ass RV. It's got a bunk system in it. Like, fucking, you know what, Jazz? You're welcome to use my RV.
Thanks.
You know, like, I was thinking Ren Fair. It'd be fucking a blast for.
I was going to buy one just for Ren Fair season.
Yeah, like dude. Honestly, you look into them, fucking.
It's $200 a month.
It's less than your fucking cell phone bill, man.
Yeah, it's $200.
I was like, what the fuck?
The only thing I will caveat is it is $200 a month. It is usable. It's really awesome.
Then you have to store it.
You have to store it, and you will never be able to sell it to get your money out of it.
No,
Ever. Period.
No, you run it till the wheels fall off, and then
you're always going to be upside down in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless you pay it off, and then you're upside down in it because you paid it off, and it's not worth.
It's definitely one of those things that if you get one you liked, right, and you pay it off and you keep it, then you can justify it. Like if you have it 10, 15 years, and it's paid off and you use the shit out of it or whatever, you can justify it. It is not one of those like, well, I get a new one every 2 years. And it's like, holy fuck.
And use it 3 times a year for, a weekend each time.
Well, yeah,
Right?
but I get a new one every 2 years. And it's like, so you had a $200 one. You traded that one in to get a new one. Now you have a $400 one because you're carrying that note every fucking time. Before you know it, you have an $800 a month, $200 a month camper.
That's how they get you.
But it's a new one.
Yeah.
But with a lot of them, because I went and looked at them, because I looked at the super lights like yours, and then I looked at the toy haulers. Now the toy haulers only sleep 2. There's a convertible bed in the front, but it's got a queen bed in the back.
Yeah.
Like near the tongue.
What you need though.
But then everything folds up and it would hold 2 motorcycles in it.
Yeah.
So you could roll 2 bikes in, strap them down, and you can haul it wherever you wanted it to. And so we were looking at those, and it was about the same.
Yeah.
But then it also just turns into like, okay, but so that means that I'm that guy. It's like I'm going somewhere that's motorcycle centric, and I towed my bike there, and I don't want to be that fucking guy.
Yeah, that's weird.
When Steve is 73 and still rides to rallies, no. Like and then the other thing was Ren Fair, and I was like, but if I'm gonna go park it for 5 days, I don't want to be in a toy hauler. I want to be in an RV that's got couches and shit, not
When
a garage.
Yeah.
So I've been to Sturgis twice. The first time, obviously, rode. Got a patch. I rode mine, whatever fucking year, 2015, 2016, whatever it was.
Yeah.
The next year we went as warfighter, as a vendor. So it's not like I could ride because we had
That's a different animal.
a concessions trailer and all this other shit, right?
Yeah. You're going to work.
And so by doing that and being there from the day before the rally starts to the day after the rally ends, and it's 2 weeks long.
Yeah, it's a long.
Fucking never again. But I learned a lot.
I used to go when I was a kid.
Like I learned how many people actually
Ride versus
don't
tow.
ride there.
Yeah.
Or people that will get like an hour away and then unload their bike, park
And
their
ride
vehicle,
in.
and then ride in and ride around the whole time and then go back and load up their shit and act like they rode in. So
that's probably a lot of people.
It's a lot.
shitload.
Yeah.
Or they get their bike shipped in and then they fly. And
that's a bitch move.
yeah, and then
That's
get
even
their
worse than at least you drove.
Well, because if you want evidence of that, during Sturgis week, put 100-mile radius around Sturgis and try and find a hotel room.
Yeah, good luck.
Because what they all do is they tow the bike and they stay like an hour out. And then they go and they ride in, they hang out at Sturgis, and then they leave and they ride back and check into their hotel.
Yeah. When I lived in Wyoming, because I lived in the northeast corner of Wyoming, in Gillette, which is probably an hour and a half from the state line into South Dakota. So Sturgis is about 2 hours from there or so, maybe 2.5. Because we used to go to Deadwood every time we'd go there. We'd go there in the summertime all the time, and we'd go to Deadwood and just fucking like.
It's a really cool cigar shop in Deadwood.
It's a cool little fucking town, man. It's fun. That's where Kevin Costner bummed the smoke off me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking, I was in Deadwood. But like we would go to like Sturgis, and you're right. I mean, and this is mid 90s, early 90s. You know, when I was little, I was young.
Yeah.
I was like fucking 10 years old and shit. And you would see those people like just parked side of the road all the fucking time. Bradley Freeman, you good motherfucker. God damn, you're a good motherfucker.
Yeah, that's for Scott.
That's for us. God damn.
Where did you find this?
at the liquor store.
D&B has it?
I just brought in a fucking Eagle Rare
I wasn't
10.
gonna drink today. I was gonna work out after this.
I'm down to
but,
2 bottles, so I
yeah.
got to go restock.
That's a way to change that mentality.
You know what? I'm gonna wait till next week on that guy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's good for you.
Yeah. Have fun.
I'm not.
I'm not
Okay,
either.
that's fine.
Would you
But
like
the
to
point that
smell
I was
it?
getting to with Sturgis was if we were going to go another year, I was going to get patches made
Yeah.
to sell, and I think I would have sold the fuck out of them. And all it said is I trailered mine, and then whatever year it was, because a fuckload of people would buy it because it's funny. Who cares if they actually sew it on their vest or not?
Yeah.
But that there's going to be a bunch of people that are like, you know what? Okay.
Did I show you the cut patch that Kibby got for me? He got 2 of them, one for his and one for mine.
Yeah.
It says I'm not gay, but my boyfriend is.
Nice.
Dude, he calls me the other day. Kibby, first of all, I think we actually just had our 1-year anniversary of us talking on this show about Kibby being a good fucking dude. But even a year later, still a good motherfucker, man. Like he calls me up all the time. He checks on me. He's like, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?" Just to shoot the shit and bullshit and whatnot. You know, he's just such a genuinely good fucking person. You know, like I fucking love that dude, man. Like he's just a good
kid.
guy. Yeah.
I just talked to him. We talk almost every day.
There's a few good guys that come through here. One of which just walked in, but another one who shares a last name who we're actually losing.
Yeah,
Chris
he's
Freeman,
leaving
man.
pretty
Chris
soon.
Freeman is fucking rolling out to Florida way.
He is.
So
Proud of him, though.
He's got good reasons.
he's got great reasons, man. He's got great reasons. Good job and good opportunity and all that. So we wish him well, though. We wish him well. What are we sitting on time, buddy? 45? 45th?
Well,
Yeah, we're going to cut it short today because honestly, I got shit to do. We moved our recording time into the middle of the week, and people schedule shit in the middle of the week, man.
it's weird.
Yeah. But like, share, subscribe, smash those buttons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Oh, you know what? Before I do this, I'm just going to go ahead and don't mind if I do. You need some of this?
Yeah, that's just water.
That is whiskey colored water at this point.
Perfect.
And yeah, I'm gonna raise my glass, boys. I'm gonna say thanks for being my freedom friend. Cheers, buddy.
I'll cheers to my coffee.
Hey, man. It is awfully early. We recorded at like 2:00 today. The fact that Jazz and I are hammering fucking drinks kind of shows our mentality about the world. Fuck. But it also illustrates 3 simple little things
Man, I don't give a fuck. I already went to the gym today.
that we definitely live by. John, hit him with the first one.
Smoke on.
Jazz,
Drink on.
and goddamn it, kids.
Freedom
Freedom
the
the fuck on. Later.